Welcome in, everyone, to another session with the Second Chances. Starting with our thank yous today, the first of which always goes to Critical Role for creating the wonderful world of Exandria that the Second Chances are adventuring in. And thank yous to all of the artists whose music we use on the channel. Reliquary Records, Dungeon Glitch, Critical Role, Hunter Rogertson, and Borislav Slavov. Make sure you go and check out all of them on Spotify and what have you, as the music is great to include in your own games. Now, last we left the Second Chances, they have been in a bit of a pickle. They are in the Pallid Grove currently, Maeve's home. That she left, I think we had established more than at least half a year ago. Having came back, a planar breach has opened here. It is the biggest one that the Second Chances have ever seen. Hundreds and hundreds of feet tall.
By a wide margin, this is the largest one.
And nearly as wide. There's also some strange energy to it that, with a very, very high Arcana check, Hermia surmised may be signs that this thing is big enough to be self-sustaining and could become an anchor, which would mean that it would be a permanent fixture in Exandria and would be one of 4 anchor portals needed for the architect to begin to unravel creation. Having traveled back to her home village, the Second Chances stumbled upon a few Pallid Elf survivors, including one ex-boyfriend of Maeve, Norrison. With these 3 survivors, they all decided to make their way towards the portal, 1, so they could attempt to close it, and B, so they could go underground to find the remainder of the Pallid Elves, who are still here in the Pallid Grove and who took to the tunnels that they once inhabited 50 years ago before they emerged. In doing so, it seemed like the Pallid Grove was, for lack of better terms, out to get them. Something has been influencing a strange curse or energy that may or may not be related to one of the betrayer gods, the Crawling King. As we left last session, some living, creeping vines had given the party quite a bit of trouble, and though they were able to escape out the other side of this particular part of the forest, Norrison was killed in doing so, and we had left the session right as Rosalind was taking out a diamond to attempt to revivify him. So we are going to jump back in right there. Maeve, you have just collapsed down at Norrison's side as Rosalind takes out the diamond.
Can you... I'm sorry.
I'm going to try.
Yeah, this... Just see what happens.
And she kind of draws the diamond up, and it kind of floats in her hand between them as she starts to cast her Revivify spell. First time.
Now,
which I guess is a good thing.
Due to the quick nature of Revivify, you do not get other people to help in this ritual. So, Rosalind, in casting this spell, what do you do or what do you say to try and reach out to Norrison's spirit to pull it back into his body before it departs?
As she kind of draws the diamond over, she closes her eyes and focuses on her own path that she's followed, and she kind of speaks out to him and says, "The greatest gift that I can give you is the ability to walk your own path. Yours has not yet ended. Return to us and walk again."
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Persuasion, you say? 23.
Yeah, all right. That will give you a +3. So the DC to bring Norrison back is a 7. on this D20 I'm about to roll. You hold your hand to his chest, the energy of the spell and of the diamond pulsing brightly. It pulses again and again, and it slowly begins to dim and die down. What is Maeve feeling in this moment?
I think panic mixed with regret. Of they had their peace, but of course the hope she had for him was that he would be able to live the life that he could without the regrets he had felt that they talked about the night before. And so I think she's hard to put a feeling word to that, but I think that's kind of a lot of on her mind of like, you promise, don't give up on this now. Don't give up on us now.
Hermia, as you're watching with the rest of your friends around Rosalind and Maeve as they are kneeled down around Norrison's body, you look up because you see another. Standing above them is Norrison. He has a panicked look on his face as he looks down. Then he looks up and the two of your eyes catch. What's going on? What happened?
You're in the moment between life and death.
How do I come back?
I think it's a matter of will. How badly do you want to go back?
He looks down at her, at Maeve, and then he looks around at the state that the Pallid Grove is in. I don't think that I do.
It's not my place to tell you what you should do.
I think I just want to be with my Millie again. Will you make sure that she doesn't blame herself?
Of course.
This wasn't her fault.
I guess, like, hold out a hand to him, and I was like, I'll take you to the other side.
And you all, I think your attention is finally drawn, Maeve, as you have your heart and your breath is just kind of frozen in this time, in this moment, waiting for that breath to come back to him, and you see out of the corner of your eye as Hermia holds a hand out to no one in particular and says, I'll guide you to the other side. And Foamir on her back flashes. And Hermia, you see Norrison fade.
He didn't.
I'm sorry. He
She's good.
wanted to be with Millie.
Even in death, huh? Even in death, she was first. Fine. She slams her fist on the ground, as she, I think has a string of elven curses under her breath of just anger and disappointment. At first, disappointment at him for being a coward, and for always never saying, for always taking a, not necessarily the easy way out, but just never being honest and just always just hiding around the corner of what was ever safe. And then it morphs into disappointment herself of not being strong enough, not being brave enough to come back to stop this or anything. She's just kind of hunched over, just muttering.
Sayria begins to weep as well as her and Rayella realize that he's gone, and she pulls Sayria sort of closer.
Hermia feels bad.
Damn it.
Kind of look up to lock eyes with Rosalind. We can't let another one. Gotta be vigilant.
I'm sorry. I was supposed to be keeping an eye on him.
It's not your fault. I'm just saying we need to be more vigilant.
It's not your fault. It's...
I know. If he was going to... might have at least saved us a diamond and some of my magic. She stands up. You want to bury him?
Yeah, we should at least try. This all... Well, either this will all get better and we can put him where he belongs later, or it's all gonna go to hell anyway. She'll get to her feet and just kind of trying to not look at anyone's eyes as she figures out how to bury something in this.
I think with
place.
the amount of people you have, and with Zealous having just recently used, I think, plant growth, I think between a lot of you it's easy enough to be able to give him minimal burial rites as is, customary to your people. Not quite long enough for a short rest, wanting to stay quick to the direction that you're going, but you are able to give him what you think he deserves. And with that, you head back into the Pallid Grove and toward the portal. You're getting much closer now. You can't quite see the edges of it. You're maybe 20, 30 minutes away at this point. As you're moving along, Zealous, Rayella comes up next to you. What do you think happens when we die? Do we go back to nature? That's what the majority of our people believe. Does that return us to the Wild Mother, I think?
I don't know. I don't know what happens afterwards.
What do you
If you would ask Hermia, she would tell you that she would lead you to the other side, but I don't know what that means.
What do you hope happens then?
I haven't really given much thought to that.
I've always
But-
liked the idea of returning to nature, but when you look at the state of the grove now, I hope that's not it.
This isn't nature. This is perversion.
hopefully you and your friends can fix it then.
I am sure that we will institute a change here.
That's a very good non-committal way to handle
Yeah,
that.
you know what? Make a persuasion check for me.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm great at those.
Yeah, I'm aware.
17.
She gives you a bit of a half smile. It's hard for you to tell if it's genuine or forced. And then she kind of falls back towards where Sayria is. I'm not sure who all has rolled and who hasn't, but hopefully each of you remember if you have or not.
I did.
Can
I think
I...
rolled 20. Natural 20.
Yeah, can I get one more skill check from someone to help navigate yourself the rest of the way through the grove and to the site of the planar breach?
Well, I didn't go last time, so I guess I will.
Okay. Let's persuade those trees. I'm just gonna.
She is going to use persuasion, not for the trees. Her and Leo have very much been trying to take on this, like, we're going to be strong, we're going to be the rocks right now, we're going to get us through this, and Roz is going to, especially in the wake of losing someone on the trip, is going to do her damnedest to try and keep the morale up.
Mm-hmm.
And try and project that air of, we got this.
All right, yeah, make your roll. And if you'd like to do any sort of speech along with it, you may, but is not required.
Make it an advantage. 25.
Hell yeah.
That is pretty good.
And as for, she doesn't really say a whole lot. It's more the energy, the aura she's kind of carrying with her. It is stoic and firm and very just determined. She is, if she is scared right now, she's not showing it.
Okay. You do a very good job of putting that on.
It's one she knows.
Rosalind has always had her doubts, and these past few days since getting to the Pallid Grove, seeing what she's seen, and especially only moments ago with the group losing Norrison, it's been tough. But you know what you know, and you're good at it. And as you stride forward with either Maeve or Rayella at your side in the front, as you are navigating the dangers, both new and old, of the Grove, you hear a howl. It's not canine. Everyone go ahead and make a nature check for me. It's near. Somewhere in front of you.
Damn, Roz, you did a nature roll.
I mean, I will say if there's anything Roz might be good at in nature, it's identifying potential threats.
Also, I'm the one in front with you. I called it. Trying to get like a step ahead of you each time, but you're like, girl, just work with me.
Sorry, I always forget. Who was awake to fight the owlbears? I guess
Me.
technically everyone fought the owlbears, but some people got knocked out, right? That's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you asking who saw Owlbear Man?
Yeah, 'cause
Nope,
that's an
nope,
easier
you're fine.
answer.
Roz and Hermia, you recognize the sound as coming from an owlbear. But something about it doesn't seem. It is a
More human-like?
No, it is a howl of pain. It's whatever it is, wherever it's coming from, it's in pain. And somewhere in the direction that you're moving.
Okay. Probably slow up our pace a little bit and, try and keep a close eye out on what's happening as we get closer to it.
I think.
So it was an animal noise?
Yes. Yep. It's an animal making the noise. Maeve would have been very quick to be like, "That's not a wolf. That's howling."
It's not a wolf. I know that.
Yeah.
It's a coyote.
And after hearing it a few times, you can tell that whatever it is in distress. And Rosalind and Hermia, quickly after that, recognize it as an owlbear. So if you are keeping an eye out for it, I think between the three of you that have like a plus 15 in perception, or whatever it is that you have.
Don't say it, Zealous. Don't make him angry.
You
Only
do,
a 13.
You do eventually find it. It's not in any condition to move. It is wounded heavily, but you can't quite tell what gave it the wounds. And you can see that there is some sort of corruption from the forest that is beginning to set in. Now, the wounds aren't life-threatening on their own as you look at them, but because of the corruption beginning to affect it, it's not going to be able to heal naturally. As you stand at this point, probably 10, 15 feet away, it sees you and it kind of looks up at you with pleading eyes.
Oh God.
We have to.
Everyone look away.
I've done this before too.
Then.
I mean, we can't heal it?
No. Not in this state.
I mean, would you like to do a check?
I guess I'll do a medicine check. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
Can I help? Because I'm invested.
If yeah, natural
Okay.
20. Okay.
Natural
Oh.
20.
Sorry, I didn't even
So-
see it. I had a natural one after.
So as both Rosalind and Maeve's first thoughts go to doing it a kindness, both of you look in Hermia's direction and see these giant anime puppy dog eyes welling up with tears.
I like to imagine Roz looked at me and went, "Please, for my girlfriend."
My girlfriend.
And I was like,
yeah.
"Okay." And so
Yes.
she does her medicine check.
And Maeve kind of gives this like, well, all right, we can at least, I guess, take a look. And as you get closer, it immediately lets its guard down. It understands that you're not here to try to hurt it.
Yeah.
That remains to be seen.
Well.
The wounds on their own aren't life-threatening, and if it wasn't for the state of the Pallid Grove and whatever is causing this, it could probably survive on its own.
Right.
But whatever is causing this corruption isn't worsening it, but this thing isn't going to move as long as it has it. So if you could find a way to cure or remove it of the corruption, then it could possibly even be healed.
Would remove curse do it?
Can certainly try.
Yeah. So I'll just say, unless we can remove the corruption that's.
I'll
getting inside
try.
of it. Oh,
Hermia would try.
I like to imagine you just
animal.
interrupted. Maeve was like, "I got this." All right. I'll be on standby.
All right, Hermia. I don't know why I'm even asking you to do it. I know what your Arcana score is, but you are going to use Remove Curse, and then go
Yeah.
ahead and make an Arcana check for me,
Okay.
which is pretty low because of Rosalind's persuasion.
It is a natural 20.
So as Roz is kind of standing there with one hand on Radiant Sister, waiting for what
Yeah.
may be inevitable,
Yeah.
Hermia comes up, and do you want to describe how your Remove Curse spell manifests?
I think it's just like a sudden, like, just bright white pulse of light that just like encircles like whatever I touch.
And all of you watch as Hermia's spell goes off, as the corrupted flesh begins to kind of just burn away falling off like ash. And the owlbear kind of pushes itself up into more of a sitting position. It's still in a bit of pain, but it could be healed further now, if you wished.
I'm gonna speak to Zealous. Can you talk to this thing? We could probably use an ally coming up.
We could probably use an owl bear.
I was gonna ask if Zealous can like convince it to go into my necklace until we get out of this forest.
Zealous?
Certainly try.
Mhm.
And Zealous will fiddle with a ring that's been used for the second time in 6 months. To give myself the speak with animals charge.
Mhm.
And I should say, hello. Is this a young owlbear or an old one?
It's not young, but it doesn't look super old either.
It's an adult size. It could kill us with a swipe.
It's in its prime.
Yeah.
Hello,
It's just
adult
a
prime
baby.
owlbear.
Now, this is the point where I get to decide if I want to be a dick, because owlbears are technically monstrosities, I think, or aberrations, not
I mean-
animals.
Monstrosities, I think.
But
yes.
they should be animals. So, the
It's an
owlbear
owlbear.
looks at you, Zealous.
Not an owl monstrosity.
Looks at you, Zealous, and says, "Could you tell the fiery-haired one thank you?"
Zealous will look over at Hermia and says, "It says thank you."
Or me just beams.
Are your wounds better, or do you still need healing?
If you can help further, I would be thankful. It will help me to leave the grove quicker.
I'll give.
God.
I take out my staff of healing and smack it with two
Smack
charges of it's healing smacks of cure wounds. So 2d8
Yeah,
plus
it's
10.
more than enough to.
That's not a 10.
More than enough to heal it to a point where it looks much
22.
better at this point, and you all watch as it kind of stands up fully
Wait.
on all four legs.
Zealous, ask if I can help take him out of here.
Do you have a name, Prime Owlbear?
Names are for your kind. We know what we are.
But how do you differentiate between the two of you?
My God.
It's like we don't have time for this.
We know.
Well, would you like assistance in escaping the grove?
It looks in the direction that the portal is. You seem like you are going the other way.
We're going to remove that portal. But my fiery-haired friend can put you into a magical necklace to protect you from further corruption if you wish.
The owlbear looks over at you for a few long seconds, Hermia, and then looks back over to Zealous. Zealous, make a persuasion check with advantage.
Can I argue for an animal handling check?
Sure.
For this third time in this campaign, I shall use my trained animal handling skill.
You took animal handling, but not nature?
Yes. I know I have nature.
Oh, do you have
Just,
nature as
he's-
well? Okay.
It's I'm not trained in nature.
Gotcha. Okay.
25.
He nods.
Oh my gosh.
Your group looks worn out. If you need a moment to rest, I have a place nearby. And he kind of motions off in a direction, and you see off maybe 50-ish feet away is a small cave. Kind of goes into the ground a little bit, but would be easy to defend and is also very easy to overlook.
Thank you. Do you also wish to travel with us? I can offer safe passage and assure you that none of us have ever died on a trip going through the grove.
Make a deception check.
Can I channel?
He rolled a 2, so as long as you don't roll, the only way to fail this is to roll a natural 1.
Chris, you better not.
In which case,
so
channeling
upset.
no matter how much you channel, it's not gonna
Well,
work.
the 9 helps.
9.
God help us.
Just have your friend get me out of the grove first.
Being in the necklace will get him out of the grove.
Dad, if you go into said necklace, you will be out of the grove, I promise.
So, Hermia, he looks expectantly to you, and you are able to store the owl bear in your necklace.
We haven't fucking owl bear.
It's in the necklace. It's not like we have to like actively watch him.
We just took a grizzly bear into our group, basically.
I mean, he didn't ask for
I
the
can't
grove
hear
to
you,
be
Corey.
corrupted.
I know, I'm sorry.
You're muted, Corey. Oh no.
Oh, are you muted?
It's not muted.
it's
It's
just her mic.
being a bastard.
She probably just had the best
Hello.
comment, the best comedic timing.
Shut up, Robbie. I was just gonna say to Maeve, says the one who has a dragon as a companion. That was it.
The owlbear seems pretty well
That was
behaved.
it.
She'll look back. He's trained.
I'm gonna name him
He
Barrington.
started as a dog.
He wasn't. He wasn't.
Hey.
He was a wolf.
Corey, he could be circus act when we get back to town.
Yeah,
Corey and the owl bear.
I'd have to workshop it, but maybe. Can it do tricks?
It's an owl bear. It lives in the woods. You have to
So
train
you'd
it.
have to train it
A
first.
trick?
Yes, exactly.
You should ask him first if he wants to partake in it.
In any case.
But any case, we could go now.
He mentioned that there's a secure cave over there if we wanted to rest.
What am I looking like? I don't remember.
So the question is, second chances, do you want to take a short rest or not?
Let's say I'm gonna let the
tap
warlocks
out or
answer that
what?
Yeah.
because I feel like the warlocks.
Yeah, same.
Yes. Okay, we're gonna take a short rest.
Okay. And we do have 2 warlocks, I guess.
All right.
Thank you, beefy party members.
So heading.
Listen, we're about to go face a giant portal. We may as well have our warlocks back to full strength.
Yep, I'm a warlock.
Heading in the direction, you are indeed able to find a pretty decent, and if you were to be attacked by something, defensible cave. It doesn't go super far back or super deep, and it looks like this was probably the den of the owlbear. While you're taking your short rest,
Orb of Cozy Comforts is up, by the way.
there is something that your group needs to consider.
What?
If you take Rayella and Sayria with you further, it's going to be extremely dangerous. They will be in the fight. Now that means that should something happen, you will be able to potentially intervene. Or you could have them stay here, where it will be safer, but should something happen, you won't know or be able to do anything about it until you return.
How wide is the cave opening?
Cave opening is probably about 20 feet wide and maybe 6 feet tall.
If we leave the 2 of them here, I could cast a spell to create a stone wall for more protection.
How do we
then
get
just-
out?
well, we would leave a small opening and then cover that up with camouflage.
Oh,
Why
I
don't
could.
you two just say whether do you want to stay here or do you want to
Yeah.
accompany us to the portal?
I was gonna ask them that, yeah.
I also have a thing that maybe work, but please don't be mad at me for just thinking about it now.
Okay, what is your thing that might work?
Since we're doing a short rest, could I potentially cast teleportation circle and transport them to a city?
Does teleportation circle require... Well, yeah, you would know circles. You could. You'd probably have to talk them into it because they want to get to the rest of the Pallid Elves and the places that you send them. While it would be safer, they would also be completely on their own and they wouldn't know.
We also have
Anybody
the
there?
magic carpet.
Wow, I hadn't thought about the magic carpet in a minute.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Y'all have a magic carpet and you haven't even used it.
Yeah,
No.
that's true.
We could give it, like, could it hold 2 people?
Yeah, magic carpet can definitely hold the two of them.
Maybe
We could give it to
send-
them and they can just fucking fly the fuck
Fly
out of
away.
here.
They could maybe fly around to the tunnel where the Pallid Elves are and maybe bring the cavalry.
Avoid the dangers, like would that be possible?
You're not sure without seeing where the portal is.
But it also has a teleportation circle. We could use that.
Rayala speaks up and says, look, Sayria has no business being anywhere near where this is going to happen, and I can see it in all of your eyes that you're scared. So there's a chance that some of you may not make it back, and some of you are afraid that you may not even be able to do what you need to do.
Yeah. Stay here. If that portal is still open by the time night's upon us, we're not coming back.
She nods. All right, so as you all begin to take your short rest, if there's anything else anyone would like to discuss, a few of you here and there can kind of go outside to kind of keep watch around the perimeter.
Maeve is probably gonna be mostly offering to do watches 'cause she needs something
Yeah,
to do.
who else might be out with Maeve doing these watches and kind of walking, not walking around, but
Hermia would, also because she wants to like go talk to herself without looking like a weirdo in front of everybody.
okay. So, what does Hermia want to talk to herself about?
Okay, so she's still not used to not having Fulmir there. So I like to think she still has the habit of like asking Fulmir questions even though Fulmir can't answer her.
Okay.
So I feel like after like she basically has like 2 experiences like kind of guiding people to the other side. Like one I would say is pretty positive. The other one is just kind of like a mixed bag.
Mm-hmm.
And she's wondering if she's doing a good job or doing like her task correctly. Like she feels that as much as she wants to save everybody and keep everybody alive, like it's not her place to basically hold people there and directly intervene if it's their time to go. If that makes sense.
Yeah, so like with Norrison, you didn't feel like you should try to convince him to stay.
Yeah. It should have been his decision on whether he wants to stay or not.
Yep. Maeve, make a perception check.
Dirty 20.
So as you are out listening and watching, you see Hermia come out. She kind of gives you a bit of like an awkward wave and kind of disappears sort of back around the cave.
Okay.
And you don't mean to eavesdrop. You're just looking around and, trying to check every angle and see if anything's coming from the direction of the portal. But you overhear some of that conversation that Hermia seems to be having with herself, since you know that Foamir
He's not around.
isn't Foamir anymore.
She'll consider for a moment before walking back, but trying to not sneak up on her. Although I don't know how successful she is, because I don't know how distracted Hermia is with talking to herself.
How distracted do you think you are, Hermia?
Well, she's kind of mindful that she's supposed to be keeping watch, so she's not too
Okay. Yeah, you
distracted.
You see Maeve come up then.
Uh,
Do you have Foamir out when you're doing this? Like, are you holding on to him?
No, because even when Fulmir did talk, she didn't always have him out and sitting across from him talking to him.
Okay.
Is it sometimes comforting to have something to talk to in your head?
Well, he was with me for so long, as my brother and as kind of like a guardian, like a parental figure, I guess, helping me make sense of everything, kind of filling in the gaps that my parents didn't, give.
I get that. I didn't mean to hear, but I guess I don't fully, of course, know in the undertaking you have with as champion of the Raven Queen, but I'm not. You did the right thing with Norrison. He didn't want to come back.
He asked me what he should do and what's happening. And I said it's a matter of will. Do you want to stay here? How badly do you want to stay here? And he said he didn't want to.
Yeah.
Didn't feel like it was my place to make the decision for him, even though that seems to be kind of what he was looking for at that time.
She kind of turns and looks at, out as she kind of folds her arms. Yeah, he was kind of always like that. Looking for someone else to decide for him. I'm pretty sure that's why he never broke it off with me, even though clearly wasn't as invested. It's always easier for someone else to. For me too, finally.
I think you're better off. I don't see you with being with any partner that is kind of so weak-willed as he was.
I was weak-willed when I met him, but that's because I think I told you about that holiday, I think, when we were celebrating it, a couple months ago. What do I call it? Hearts Meet Day?
Lovers meet.
Lovers Meet, thank you. Lovers Meet Day. With my people, when you reach age of majority at 20, it's kind of the first time you get to actually celebrate. And it's celebrated by basically asking someone out. And Melandra had apparently rejected him that first year, and so he came to me, and after my couple of years of awkward terribleness related to that holiday, I was, I think, more than eager to just say yes. We had something for a while. It wasn't all fake and bad, but, well, I think when I had heard he finally got with Melandra, I had hoped for a bit more change, and I think he did. But I think the day Melandra died, he had died with her.
He said that you shouldn't blame yourself for what has happened. Although I don't think you need me to tell you that. Or maybe you do.
Well, I appreciate the reminder, even if... Well, I'm not sure if I'm going to be ready to take down that burden just quite yet. Stupid. I feel selfish for even thinking about what I thought when he was finally gone. That once again he just chose her over me. But it wasn't over me. It was over all of us.
I think he chose the familiar and the constant over something new and something changing. I think you kept growing and he didn't. And that scared him and made him feel probably inferior. Like I said, you're better off.
Thank you. I have some self-respect. I'm not worried about losing him completely as far as in that case, but thank you. I do appreciate it, and honestly, there's probably some truth to that. I think the sad part is I do think once I left, he was encouraged to change, to go after what he wanted, but it just wasn't enough in the end.
Some people just don't want to.
Yeah. Some people just don't want to. But either way, he is one of many souls that have died for this place. And I really hope I don't have to see too many more end before we're done. Including all of you.
I think after this talk with Maeve and kind of, I guess, Hermia has like known how much of an importance like Maeve is to the Pallid Elves, but I think just like this whole experience in this journey in Maeve's homeland and meeting people and seeing how they have interact with her and the impact that she has, I think Hermia finally makes the decision that Maeve needs to survive this. And while Hermia desperately wants to do everything she can to prolong Roz's life, she feels that Roz would want her to make the selfless choice and understand that if Maeve is gone, like, her people are just going to be lost without her. So she'll bestow that blessing that she received from the Raven Queen to Maeve, so she gets advantage on death saving throws.
Okay. How do you do that? Do you tell her, or do you just want to reach out and bestow the blessing on her?
I will kind of like reach a hand out and like touch her arm and give her like a wink and kind of say, I believe in you. You got this.
As she does that, over your chest there is this small orb of like sort of smoky darkness that appears for a moment, and then two raven wings, one on either side, unfurls out and then sinks into your chest, and you feel, I think it probably like a cold shiver run through your body. And for the next 24 hours, you have Death Ward.
Thanks. What did you give me?
When I was helping the old man earlier, the Raven Queen gave me a gift as a way of thanking me for, I guess, my first job. Well done. And it's basically protects you from death momentarily, but yeah, I wanted you to have it.
Maeve kind of looks surprised at being the receiver of that. And she pauses for a moment, and whether you like it or not, she is pulling you for a hug.
Hermia's okay with it.
Right.
And I think she clings a little tightly for a moment before being like, all right, sorry about that, sorry, okay.
Hermia's kind of crying,
Oh.
trying not to pretending that she wasn't.
All right.
My eyes are just sweating. I don't know, it's
It's
weird.
just the allergy. Sorry, I think the darkness is just making the allergies in my eyes. I get you. It's okay.
Meanwhile, back inside the tent, Corey and Leo are rummaging through supplies and bags and magic items, taking this moment to take stock of what they have and find any small advantage they can get.
So we have this fire-breathing potion. Who do you think could use it most?
Can't hear you, Corey.
It's so bad every time.
So I was looking at that, and I was looking at potion poison. You think the same person drink both, it'd be like poison fire and then stronger maybe?
I don't think poison. I think that would just hurt you. We could probably throw it at something. It might do something, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I could probably also put it on my daggers. That could probably help.
Yeah.
But we don't really have a lot of offensive stuff here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, we know we gotta go shopping after this. You know, if we make it.
Probably go visit that potion shop in Nicodranas. They had some good stuff.
Yeah.
You doing okay, kid?
No. I don't think anyone's doing okay. How are you?
I'm probably just as scared as you guys, but I've been through the ringer a couple times. This isn't my first rodeo. It's my first rodeo on a portal like this, though.
Yeah, this feels like the rodeo of rodeos, you know?
We can't stop and we can't get bucked off. We have a job to do.
If we know the stakes going in, shouldn't we? And Corey pulls out their sending stone. Say goodbye.
The hardest thing about having family is having them worry about us. There's a reason why I don't tell Halesna everything that I do until I come back. I know she worries about me, but if she knows exactly the kind of trouble we're in, she's going to move heaven and earth and disrupt her own life to try to, I don't know, protect me when it should be my job to protect her. And I can only imagine what Faye would do for you. But I'm not telling you not to say anything to her. My best thing would be is just tell her you love her. But try not to allude that we're in super danger right now, because that's gonna break her heart.
Yeah. But
But one
I
thing
don't
I'm gonna
know.
tell you, Corey, is you're not gonna say goodbye to anybody today, if I have anything to do with that.
Thanks, Leo. None of us will. Okay? Hermia's a freaking, you know, she's the Raven Queen's bestie, so
And Rosalind has two sisters who are gods. And Maeve has
Don't let them hear you say that.
the Moon Weaver, and Zealous has the heart of his mother.
yeah. So we
You
have
have the
good
friendship of a
odds.
genie, and you
Yeah.
have me.
Yeah. I think I am gonna say something to Faye, but I think you should too.
You're right, kid. And I'll pick out one of the sending stones, and I'll send Lesna. I know it's late. I hope everything's going okay. I love you and Trev. Stay safe.
You hear back. It's like 8. Where are you that it's so late? And we love you too. What's going on?
For sure gonna know what that means.
Ripping all the flags.
Yeah, Leo's like, yeah, you can say goodbye, just don't make it obvious that like you're saying goodbye. Makes it super obvious he's saying goodbye.
It happened.
He's never done this before. He's always asked forgiveness later, so it's
Yep.
like, okay, I guess.
Mm-hmm. All right. So your your short rest comes to an end, and you all gather back outside to begin your trek towards the portal.
Are we ready? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Zealous, you wanted to cast, I assume, Wall of Stone to help kind of block off the majority of the cave.
Yeah.
I will say goodbye to Sayori. Sayori? What did I name her?
Sayria.
Sayria, thank you. Sayri and Riella.
Yep.
Just because I don't know
Sayria gives you a hug and says, "Please come back. Don't leave us here."
Just squeeze her a little tight. Not if I have anything to say about it. And she'll go to Riella and be like, keep her safe. And, I'll see you soon.
Moonweaver, watch over you. She
I do
hugs
as
you.
well. Yeah, big hugs.
All right,
And
so
then let's
wall
see
of
us to the wall.
that's what you're using though. Zealous is a wall of stone on it.
Yeah, so Zealous will, as everyone is done saying their goodbyes, will kind of just hold up its hand and begin channeling the spell. And midway through the cast, it just kind of stops and has a flashback of the last time it used the spell, and Zealous can't finish casting the spell.
I'll put my hand on his shoulder. This time, it's to protect someone so they survive.
Can I roll something to see if I'm able to do it?
Yeah, go ahead and make a wisdom save with advantage because Leo's very persuasive. We'll say DC 13.
19. You see, this will just kind of reorient itself, and is able to muster up the spell. And it's a very sloppy job, but it's gets the job done.
All right. If you make your way back here to check on them, the bonuses for them to stay safe with a wall of stone is very, very good. So I hope for Leaf's or for Zealous' sake that they survive, or he's gonna have a lot more on his conscience. All right.
That's a spell that's not going to be prepared anymore if they don't.
Do they have healing? Do they know healing?
They don't. I don't think Ranger can learn any healing spells.
They can.
Can they?
Healing spirit.
Healing spirit and cure wounds.
Okay, then yeah, Rayella would have like some basic like
I think
stuff
Rael
like
has
that.
healing spirit.
Yeah, she would have access to like healing spirit and healing word. We'll say.
I mean, let's be real. If something attacks them, they're gonna die. If they're at full HP or not.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay.
It will be a single roll that will determine it. I'm not going to play out an entire battle with Rayella in something.
Fucking A, single roll.
I mean, like I said, it'll have a pretty big bonus to it, though.
That's good.
But with that being cast, you all begin to set out towards the portal, and you don't get very far before Maeve. You get distracted by something.
What?
You're not sure what it is at first. It's kind of this odd feeling between being lightheaded and nauseous, but it's not fully there. It's just this sense of like something isn't right. And wherever you are in the marching order, whoever you think is closest to you, say Roz and Hermia, you watch as Maeve tumbles out of sight.
What?
Maeve,
Out
you
of sight?
fall into an unseen crevice into the ground that you
What?
didn't quite see.
Is Luster with me?
Luster would have been up with the rest of them.
Okay.
And
We
as
equalized.
you obviously rush over to her, you see where she fell. There's this crack in the ground, but it goes deep. As you call to her, as you hear her screaming back up from it, it's echoing far. But this was not wide enough for her to have fell through. And Maeve, as you tumble amidst the roots, the rocks, and the dirt, your body is battered. But you're not broken from the fall. And eventually you're able to catch yourself, and you aren't sure what happened, how you got in here, how you feel. And as you look up and down, you only see darkness. Your body is pressed into this crevice, impossibly tight, almost crushing you as if you've been buried. It's not wide enough to have fallen through as you did. What do you do?
Can she climb? She can climb the climbing speed. Can she climb this crevice?
Make an athletics check at disadvantage as you attempt to try and like move your body around, but
Oops.
you're being
Sorry.
pressed from both sides. It's hard to even move your legs or your arms. As you begin to try and pull yourself further up, you feel the rocks down here cutting into you.
Well, I actually rolled with advantage, but it didn't matter because you can see
Yeah.
the low roll. So I'm guessing she's like she can't she's like practically sliding back to where she started.
Not even sliding. You're the wall behind you is like pushing in on you. It doesn't make sense. You were clearly falling, hitting from side to side, and
Yeah.
now you're just being pressed in between the two slabs of earth to where you are.
Mhm.
You don't know how far you fell, but if your friends are calling for you, you can't hear them.
I think first she tries to call for her friends and even Luster,
Your
and
voice
assuming
echoes, and you hear nothing back.
and the only thing she can think to do in that moment is Blissed say he need keep me out of the darkness and into the moonlight.
Low, rumbling voice, raspy and deep, echoes into your mind. Nothing but a worm.
No.
Pale and frail, weak and worthless.
No. No.
Incapable of action, so you writhe around with your indecision. Being crushed by doubt and disdain you have for yourself. This
Get
is
out.
where you belong.
No.
What do you do, Maeve?
And like a worm, I will keep crawling up. And she's gonna keep trying to move.
Make another athletics check for me.
Disadvantage again?
No, straight roll.
Okay. 11.
You reach up, you find purchase on a root, and you try to pull yourself. You feel rocks scraping and cutting into your back, through your armor. Every choice you've ever made has been questioned. Not just by others, but by yourself. And now nearly entombed here underground where your people themselves spent centuries, you realize, Maeve, that you have no one else to rely on. No one but yourself. And if you can't trust in yourself to have your back, then who else would be your ally? You may have been the eldest Ashfall daughter, but you're the one who inspired a generation. While inadvertently those who left the grove to follow your example lived. You may have been the second of your kin to receive the message of the Oracle, but you're the one who gave Exandria a second chance. Complicated feelings rush through your mind, a mixed painting of doubt and strength. Who are you, Maeve? Are you just the second born, trying to fumble your way into being a hero with friends who would be better off without you, or someone else? And as you look down, roots begin to snake around your ankles. They're small at first, but 3 large, pale, limbs-like arms start to emerge from the walls of this crevice around you. Who are you?
I'm Timavra. And I'm the one who always makes the choice to keep going. Who always makes the choice to not stop, to not give up, to not doubt ahead. Even when I doubt, I will always move forward. Whether other people don't believe me, whether I don't believe in myself. I know what I have to do. And that's keep moving onward.
Looking up, you see a single slim beam of moonlight. What do you do?
Zanin? I'm gonna try to keep climbing towards it.
Reaching towards the light, trying to climb forward, your hand reaches and it takes hold of the beam. It's an arrow. You don't have room to fire here, but it can still be used to cause harm. As one of these roots reaches up and begins to tangle around your waist, what do you do with that arrow?
I will strike at it. And go, you will not hold me back. And I'm not holding myself back anymore either.
As you plunge the arrow into the arm and start to crawl further, the roots seem to have slowed down, but they still seem like they're coming for you. You see another beam. You grab it and strike into it, and those roots start to wither. Another beam of light, another arrow, and this time as you stab it into the third one, they recoil and begin to pull away in fear. And you continue to climb. Those of you above, it's been just a few seconds as you are calling for her, briefly trying to search for some sign of where she fell, how she was swallowed up. And then you see a hand, pale, covered in dirt, reach up out of the soft soil of the Pallid Grove, feet from you.
Yoink.
And Maeve, as you are pulled out, what has been mere seconds for the rest of you, for Maeve has felt much longer. And despite your pallid companion now standing here with you, face, arms, armor, and hair covered in dirt and grime, something on her shines brightly. And a speck of detritus on it, Maeve. You turn to see what's drawn the awe and attention of your friends, and slung over your back, a pale strap over your chest, is a quiver. It's covered in twilight dragon scales, bears the crescent mark of the Moonweaver with an arrow through it, and a mural of a living, moving night sky lit up by Catha with an occasional star shooting across the scene. See that there are 4 magic arrows that line inside of this newly created, already awakened vestige of divergence, known as the Moonwoven Quiver.
It's so cool. Oh, it looks so pretty. Oh,
Uncle did such a good
Apple
job
did
on
a
the
real
design.
good job. It's super pretty. Oh, I love it.
And I wish I had it on the proper computer to show everyone in chat. But we'll either show you next time, or you can check out social medias tomorrow for Cloaks and Threads to see it.
Yeah. Thank you.
What do you? How are you feeling? What do you say? What happens in this moment?
She kind of looks at it, chuckles, and looks back at all of you. Sorry to keep you waiting. I had to face the scariest thing yet. Myself.
Well, I would never say that about you, Maeve, but it's good that you recognize it.
She kind of
Offers a half grin. It's a spiffy quiver.
Yeah. Just had to, almost get dragged into the earth by something like the Caroline King. I don't know.
Great.
It's fine.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
But
Ori's crying.
oh,
Hey.
I'm sorry. She'll offer a hug. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to worry all of you. I had to face something that's been kind of a long time coming. And I think, as you see Maeve, I think Maeve's always been able to, slowly on this journey has had to go from, kind of sort of pretending but not faking very well to definitely faking a lot of confidence. But I think for the first time, it looks like a weight has been lifted from her shoulders as she looks at all of you. And she's not necessarily, calm and collected, but she's definitely more determined in a non-panicked way than I think you've seen in a while.
Glad to see the fires back in your eyes.
Thank you. I just, I need to remember that friends are important and friends are good, but you can't. If you can't trust yourself, then bollocks to anything else, really. I'm gonna just see what these do real quick. Do you mind? Just gonna test out an arrow.
So you have in the quiver currently 4 of these magic arrows. It can hold a maximum equal to your level. And
Okay.
basically, whenever you finish a long rest, you roll 1d6 plus 2 to see how many arrows are refilled in the quiver. So you'll have to keep track of that yourself.
Okay.
You get a +2 to damage rolls on attacks. So if you want to just put that into D&D Beyond as just like a permanent increase, I don't know
let
if
me
it's...
see.
I think I was able to add the damage.
Okay,
onto
yeah,
it.
you should be able to find the Moonwoven Quiver
Yeah,
Awakened.
the moving
Yeah.
quiver's in there.
I'm
D&D
looking
Beyond.
right here. I have awakened, right?
Yes.
Yep,
Just double check that when you attune it, that
it gives you the +2 damage.
you get a +2 damage to your ranged
Yep.
attack.
Okay.
I think I was able to.
Oh shit! I have to figure out what to attune out of.
Um,
Oh, I guess bracers of archer we're gonna get rid of. I guess.
Ye-
No. It's. Oh no, I was thinking. Ring of protection seems very vital right now, but.
well,
I guess
take your time to decide. And then you can do the following 6 spell effects when you hit something. You can do Slow, Bane, Fear, Enlarge or Reduce, Ray Enfeeblement, and Blind and Deaf. And sorry, when you pull a quiver or an arrow out of the quiver, you choose if it's a magic one. But when it hits, then you choose the effect. But if you miss, it still consumes a magic arrow.
Okay. So I get to choose once it's in the. Sorry,
Once it hits.
once it hits.
Once it hits, yep.
Okay. Thank you.
You have to choose to use the magic arrow before you roll, but once you hit, then you choose the effect.
Got it. Okay. It looks like it does work, hon.
Okay, great.
So.
And
Decide.
I think one more thing you can do with it, when you are hit by an attack roll, you can use your reaction to immediately teleport half of your speed. And you can do that once per short or long rest.
Awesome.
All right, second chances. You are pushing on.
Yep.
All right. It doesn't take much longer for you to get to the portal site. It's later now in the day. It's nearly nighttime, and I think this is the first time that all of you realize, because you've seen this portal during the daytime, and during the day it was night out. You've never seen daytime through this portal. You can see the night sky of it. You can see the stars. Whatever world this is showing seems to be bathed in a perpetual nighttime. Yeah, if I suddenly disappear, it's really, really loud outside. Sorry, it's distracting. As you get closer and you begin to walk into the opening of where this portal is now, so close that you can't see the top, you can't see the sides of it. But the red tint that it gives off seems to have poisoned the sky. It's shedding this ruddy, blood-red beams that fall down through the canopy of the forest. Occasionally you can look up and see breaks in the grove's cover, and you see the wavy lights of the portal's edges. Or you look directly into the night sky of this other world, and you begin to notice cocoons hanging from trees, made of both webbing and vines, and you feel as though eyes are upon you. And as you crest through the final curtain of trees towards a ravine, your neck cranes straight up, and you realize this close to the portal, you can't even tell where the top is. On the other side, through the threshold, you see another forest line. Devoid of a life, in a way similar to the grove, but altogether different because the trees there are dripping with a black ichor. The soil itself breathes and exhales a sinister smoke. Second chance is, what would you like to do? You're about 100 feet off of where the portal is.
Do we see, like, we've seen a portal where there was zombies walking around everywhere. We had the ogres or the hill giants. Is there anything that is clearly alive and around here?
Make a perception check for me. So with an 18, you don't notice anything like there's no creatures walking around. I think what probably gives you the most pause, that draws your sense of worry, Rosalind, is these odd web vine cocoons that more or less have, as you've been passing them, have kind of been they don't even sway the way that they just hang there, but occasionally you'll see one. No, they're perfectly still. There's no sway to them whatsoever, which I suppose that's up to you whether you count that as a good thing or not.
All right. Roz kind of clears her throat and kind of motions up for everyone at the various cocoons in the area, just saying, keep an eye. All right, well, our ability to close these things usually works best when we do it as a team. So I guess we came all this way. Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Yeah.
Why don't we show you exactly what it is that you're looking at here?
Oh boy.
Great.
That would be cool.
Now, it's interesting being this close to the portal, because while you can't see the edges, and normally that's where you grab onto or where you would normally attempt to close something, being this close to the portal now, you each feel your tattoos flare up or activate on some level. And you can both see inside the portal as well as see through it. So if you need to touch it without walking through, you can. Who's approaching first?
Roz.
I'd be close behind.
Why didn't...
Before
I
we
feel like you said that a bit
approach.
unconfidently.
I wouldn't say that it's unconfidently. I would say nervously.
That's fair.
Just to be aware of the situation.
Before Roz starts walking, guys, should we possibly try to talk to the Oracle? This might be something we need a little help on.
I mean, mean, we can try.
If somebody would like
don't
to.
we have that thing like that's kind of like divine intervention?
Yeah, we all do, yeah.
I've never used it.
I used it once successfully in the first session.
And then
that was
nobody else tried. Correct.
Yeah.
We had to like wait a week for it.
Yeah, we had to wait like
It's
1 or 2
been
weeks for it.
multiple weeks since then.
Yeah,
So,
no, but
That's
we
why we
forget.
forgot.
but the other cool thing is if somebody tries to use it and it fails, like everybody can use it at least once a day.
Oh, really? I
yes.
didn't know that part.
All right.
Yes.
Roz
Can I
will.
suggest something?
Roz
Could
go
we
first.
link arms
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
and try to do it like a hyper thing, like all of us together to contact her at the same time. Like
if
use
you'd
of our
all like
charges at the same
to,
time.
if you'd all like to join hands and see if it works similar to closing a portal, you can.
All right.
Sure.
It can't hurt.
Okay.
It hurt.
It could probably hurt.
Yeah.
All right. Joining hands.
All right, go ahead and roll a D100, Roslyn. You need a 32 or lower.
Why are you having Rosalind do it?
She said she would do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is so close.
Roslyn, what are you trying to ask?
She's trying to ask for guidance on what to do with a portal this big that's been here so long.
As you try to reach out, you actually feel the presence of the Oracle. She's responding, but you can't quite make it out. It's static, and all of you hear it. And pretty quickly you realize that with a portal this big, with this much of the architect's influence here, you can't reach through to her.
Can I do like, so I know like we close the portal like by touching it and like I guess through our weird,
Our friendship.
yeah, that weird magic thing that's like not really like known magic. Is there
Mhm.
any way that I could potentially like do an arcana check to see like if there's like any way that I could like I guess like make like the closing like more effective, like if I like tossed in like a dispel magic or something with it as we're trying to close it?
I would say that as of right now, without getting closer, without attempting to interact with it, it's difficult to know that for sure. Maeve, what's your AC?
18
shit.
now. Because I took off my ring of protection.
As each of you are standing here looking at this, taking the moment to figure out what the hell you're even supposed to do in a situation like this, no one notices this tree behind Maeve that looks just as evil and creepy and, given the location, as normal as any other tree, as it silently moves across the ground towards her.
Ew, what the fuck?
That thing's sexy.
I don't want to see your porn.
And slams its branches down onto Maeve.
Ow.
Maeve, you are going to take a little bit of damage.
Hey. Thank goodness
84.
my tireless. I have 5 temp HP.
You take 25 bludgeoning damage.
Ow. That
And-
doesn't
Oh, a
feel
little
good.
bit.
Oh,
I
boy.
need you to make a strength saving throw. Remember, you have
Okay.
-2 from the Pallid Plague.
Thanks. Hold on. This is not looking good. Alright, my strength saving throw is normally +4. Now it's +2. I'm gonna spend... I think I'm gonna take advantage on that. How do you roll advantage on D&D Beyond?
I do not know the
Hold
answer to that
shift, I
question.
think.
No, I'm sorry, not D&D. I meant to say roll 20. What am I saying?
KH1 at the end of it.
Cage 1. Okay, so do 2d20. Got it.
Yep, 2d20 KH1.
I'm sorry, that didn't do it correctly at all.
You
Yes.
don't put a space.
Okay, 18.
All right.
That
So
would be the command, just so you know.
as this thing slams down on Maeve, you watch as the branches attempt to grasp her and grapple her in their clutches. Which Maeve you're able to pull away. It's going to hit you with another one.
Oh, fucking A.
Ooh, yeah, that's 30 something.
Cool.
It hits you again, this time for 22 bludgeoning damage. I need you to make another strength saving throw.
Are you trying to kill me, Robbie?
You can teleport away. You got a quiver.
You do have that quiver. You have a
Oh.
reaction.
Oh, I do. Okay. Oh, I probably... Could I have done it after the first one or not till now?
Nope.
Okay.
Why
I
not?
think it kind of makes a little bit of sense that she kind of forgot, maybe, that she just got this
Okay.
thing and she can get away with it.
Then I'll do it now. So, how many times can I forgot, sorry.
Once per short or long rest.
Once per short or long rest. I'm going to tell you right now, just for the hell of it, make the strength saving throw. I just want to see.
Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to learn how to do this command. Oh, wait, no, I'll just do 1d20. Forgot I'm not spending inspo. What about 19? I'd have made it.
Okay, so as this thing is continuing to try to grab you, you see that this tree that has this like old woman's face in it, the maw is slowly opening wider and wider, and you get the sense it is trying to pull you into her mouth. And you can teleport half of your speed away, so go ahead and choose wherever it is that you are going to teleport.
Well, if she wants you in her mouth, you might as well teleport into it.
No.
Just you.
Moving just a little bit closer. She's going to use her last action before we will roll for initiative. I need everyone within 15 feet. So Corey, Leo, Zealous, Zana, and Maeve.
Me. Okay.
I need you all to make a dexterity saving throw.
Corey and Leo, you get plus,
Damn it.
plus 5.
Oh
14.
shit.
I'm going to use one of my inspos for Zana, who rolled a natural 1.
Wait,
Nice.
what are we doing?
You're
Nothing
not
for you,
doing
Ryan.
anything. You're not
Yeah.
close enough.
Oh well, can I say something unrelated?
Yes.
You know those like booming noises we've been hearing?
Was it even booming? I just hear like a constant. I thought it was like wind.
was not thunder. Apparently, some like fireworks like place like blew up
Oh.
on 15 in Kelly.
Wow. Yeah, that would
And it's
explain why there
bad.
is just like a constant like roaring sound out there.
Yeah, and it's bad.
That's awful.
Yeah, that's wild. Okay, carry on.
Your music's fucking up.
Yep. I'll fix that.
Dexterity save, right?
Yes.
You work at the fireworks place?
Okay.
Probably posted something in the Discord too about explosions.
All right. Zana got a 15, which is not enough. All right. So Zealous, you got a 14. Not
Yeah.
enough.
No.
Maeve, you got a 16.
Yeah.
That's enough. Corey got
Oh,
a
okay.
25. Leo
Okay.
got a lot. Leo, I assume you're using your reaction to use evasion to negate it.
Yes.
Okay. Everyone else is going to take, or sorry, Maven, Corey, you're going to take half damage. Zana and Zealous take full damage.
How did Zana fail?
She rolled a 9.
Well, Zana has evasion, so she would only take half anyway, right?
Yeah, sure.
So only me.
Ugh. All right. That's not too bad. 10, 20. So, Zealous, you take 22 slashing damage.
Ow.
And you are knocked 15 feet away and prone. 5, 10. So you fall down here.
Yeah.
That's going to be another 5 bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground.
Ow.
And everyone else, except for Leo, takes 11 damage and is not knocked prone. But here comes the fun part.
Yeah.
Because those cocoons are on this tree. 2 of them fall off as she comes forward. And this tree it's imagine, you know how a lot of like classical or older IPs as they go into the public domain are being made into horror and like slasher films like Winnie the Pooh and Mickey Mouse. I want you to imagine what Grandmother Willow would look like if she went through that process.
Oh, God.
That's what this tree looks like.
Cool. Not a fan. No, thank you.
And
Are these trees usually here?
Not like this.
And as 2 of these cocoons fall and hit the ground, what comes out of them, you recognize.
Yeah.
Though they are a little undead, you do recognize red.
God.
You do recognize red caps when you see them.
I like that they're called recaps.
Whoops. Because they're reanimated. Get
Yeah,
it?
they're undead. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's to me.
Totally
on purpose.
Gonna recap their life, you know.
Totally on purpose. All right, let me do a little bit of initiative rolling myself here. Also, thank you for saving the owlbear, because if you would have killed it, it would have showed up here as an undead owlbear.
Oh, jeez.
We saved it.
Did we roll initiative?
Not yet.
Oh,
Okay.
that's okay. Hold on, don't roll then, because everybody's initiative is up there, and when I pulled it up, it wasn't there, so I thought you all did. Okay.
Didn't roll.
Now, everybody, roll initiative.
I don't like that 2/3 of my health just got chopped.
In one go.
Not in one go. Not a fan of that. Let's maybe not do that.
Can you add me onto the turn order?
Yes. All right, Zana with a dirty 20. Red Cap's not doing so well.
I also need to be added to the turn order.
Yep. And a 10 for Granny Autumn. Leo, anyone else need to be added to the turn order?
Am I on there?
You are not. What did you roll?
A dirty 20.
All right, also 20. Corey needs to go on there. Okay. There you go. Go ahead and put your number in there. The other thing to note as well on this abomination of a tree is despite how horrifying it looks and like the long, sort of dreadful looking willow branches, there are these 6 deep blood red blossoms that seem to be dripping with some sort of red liquid scattered across the trunk. with that, I think everybody should be on there now. So at the top of the round, Leo, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna run down this way to try to draw the attention of these monsters. That item I talked about earlier, the lightning javelin, I'm gonna pull that out and I'm going to chuck it this way.
Sorry, chuck it which way? Oh, straight through them?
Yep, it's I can throw it within 120 feet and it makes a straight line of lightning and it hits everything in its path.
Great.
It's kind of
Jeez, never happens. Oh god.
I can copy this stuff over if you need.
You just let me know what to... Do they have to roll? I assume they have to roll something, right?
I think so, and I also have to roll to hit for the javelin damage. Party loot. Where's it at? There it is. Javelin, when you hurl it, you speak the command word. It transforms into a bolt of lightning, forming a line 5 feet wide and extends out from where you are to the target within 120 feet. Each creature, excluding you and the target, must make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw.
DC 13 dexterity. All right. Which one are you throwing the javelin at?
The farthest red cap.
Okay.
So this one.
Yep. Corey, let me know how much HP Shadow Corey has. So go ahead and make your attack roll on the undead red cap.
That is a 12. I don't think I get any proficiency with javelins.
No, I don't think you do either. So it would just be a D20 plus your plus your strength, because I don't think a javelin is a finesse weapon.
So that would just be a 12 to hit.
Okay. Bring up my little red cat buddies here. No, that's not it. Where are you at, red caps? Okay. Whoops. Can't have that way over there now, can I? All right. You said it was a 12?
I don't think the lightning damage is dependent, except for
Correct.
the one I'm trying to hit.
Yes. So unfortunately, throwing this javelin is not something you're used to wielding, and it goes kind of long and misses the red cap. But the lightning, I think, does still happen. So you said it's a dexterity what?
A 13. And then they take 46 damage, half if they save.
4d6, half if they save. All right, first red cap. Natural 20. Second red cap is a 13. What is the DC?
13, so it meets.
So that one meets. And then for Granny Autumn, natural 20. So they take half damage, so they'll take 7 each.
I thought it was going to be a little bit better than that, but...
So it goes. So it goes.
And who's within 30 feet of me? Roz, you have advantage on your next attack.
Aye, aye.
At the end... Oh, well, sorry. Let me know when your turn's over.
I was just going to say that's my turn.
All right. So, at the end of your turn, you watch as one of the blossoms on this tree begins to wilt and falls to dust. Maeve, you feel a pain
Ooh.
in your arm, and you look over to where one of these cuts are from when you got slammed,
Yeah.
and you see 2, 3, 6 arms, legs, and you watch as you begin to bleed out, and your blood takes on the form of a spider that emerges from that wound and falls on. It's not that big.
It's a big spider.
And falls onto the ground next to you.
Nope.
Why?
Absolutely not.
Well, Grandma's kind of kinky.
Ah.
And you all just hear Maeve scream, and you look over in time to see this little spider crawl out of the blood of her wound.
Oh,
Let me just double check something here real quick. Oh, also make a Constitution saving throw for me, Maeve.
Hey. I should not have gotten rid of that ring of protection. It's gonna kill me.
In fairness, all the attacks that have hit you so far would have hit you with or without it.
Chill 20. That's good.
Okay. And then one more for me. Sorry, I forgot about one of her special little things.
3.
Okay.
No,
As-
the ring of pressure would not have helped.
As you are reeling from this, you feel that same pain in another wound on your side, and you watch as blood has started to sort of seep out of it, and from
Yeah.
that, you watch as another one
No.
pops up on the ground next to you.
Fucking hell. Okay.
Hermia.
So was that 2 times? Like, I could have had 3 spiders there?
Correct.
Is this thing like from here?
You have no You know what? Tell you what. You can make a insight investigation check.
Well, they're both the same, so it doesn't matter. That is a 16.
You're not sure. I would say that judging by Maeve's reaction to a lot of this, no. It's probably not from the Pallid Grove. Like a lot of what's happening, is it possible that the corruption or the curse or whatever is happening in the Pallid Grove birthed this? Perhaps. But you're not 100% sure.
Okay. Well, I think this might at least help us a little bit. Can I try to cast banishment on it?
You can certainly try.
I'm casting it at 5th level, so I get to try to send 2 of them someplace else. So I'll do one of like the undead recaps.
All right, so you're gonna target one of the undead or one of the recaps, and then Granny Autumn.
Yeah.
All right, and this is what kind of saving throw?
Charisma.
Charisma saving throw. All right, we'll go ahead and do the red cap first. Good news is he has pretty crappy charisma. That is a 11.
Bye-bye.
You watch as that red cap vanishes.
Oof.
And for Granny, She does have a +8 to her saving throw.
Rose, how? She's not very charismatic. She's ugly.
That's the point. You can be charismatically ugly.
She has good presence.
Yep. You certainly notice her when you walk into her when she walks into her room.
That is an 18.
You're 1 over. That sucks.
So unfortunately, you feel the presence of this creature push back against your banishment. You do still have 1 red cap that's gone, so we will put concentration up for you. But she unfortunately remains.
She probably has legendary resistances too.
Probably.
Knowing you.
I'm not going to tell you anything.
I know you. Okay. Well, that was unfortunately my action. I'm holding concentration, so I can't bonus cast any spells I don't need.
You can do. You only I think can do like bonus action cantrips. I don't think those exist.
No. No, I can't even hex because I have concentration up. So I guess that is my turn.
All right. Before Zana goes, you watch as 2 more of the blossoms on this monster wilt away and turn to ash. And Hermia, you hear a sickening crack and then a plopping noise behind you. And you turn around to see that one of the cocoons in this tree has hatched. And another undead recap has fallen to the ground.
So, okay. So it's this granny tree that's making these things hatch.
If
Most likely.
you would like to draw that conclusion, you may.
Okay, that's the conclusion.
On Zana's turn. Oh, boy. She looks at you, Maeve, and gives you this look like, are you going to be okay?
I can handle spiders. I just didn't expect them to come out of my blood.
She would love to Dimension Door the 2 of you away, but she used that earlier to
Yes.
survive.
That was more important.
So
I'm not dying yet.
she is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. The Spiderling gets an attack of opportunity, dealing 3 damage. She will move up to the portal's edge and will attempt to close it.
Oh, I guess I could have done that. I could have moved, huh?
How big is this drop where Zealous fell?
30 feet.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. So it's a +3 to her roll.
Would it be... Is it too late to say that I moved?
No, if you'd like to move, go for it.
Yeah, I would like to
don't
move.
don't worry about the recap either, because it fell after your turn was over. So if you want to move like past it, it won't get an attack of opportunity on you.
Yeah. And I will get as close as I can to the portal using a phase step, because that's a bonus action.
Yes, that's right. That is correct.
So however close I can.
Between your movement and your face step, you could be right next to Zana.
Well, she used her. Oh yeah. Technically, yeah. If you wanted to get over there to help Zana, you could. Would you like to?
Yeah,
it's
that's
only
what I
40
would like to
feet.
do.
Zoop. Okay.
Or if you stand right there, I can help.
Zoop.
Yeah, we got a daisy chain going on.
All right, so that's 3 + 2, so that is a bonus of 5 to her roll. Okay. All right, as she puts her hands out into the portal, Hermia, you put your hand on her shoulder. Leo, you put yours on his. And that sort of blue effect that Hermia had seen that you all saw, but Hermia had hypothesized was maybe an effect of this thing being close to becoming an anchor, flashes within that general area of where Zana is. And the 3 of you take 4 damage as the rest of you watch this sort of aurora of feedback kind of lash out of the portal and along the chain of them, dealing cosmic damage.
What is that?
It is
New type of damage that was
cannot be reduced in any way.
Okay.
Bummer.
the mega damage.
Did her attempt to close it seem to have any effect?
Not that time.
Okay.
She does call back to all of you, though. It's different this time. And that will be the end of her turn. Your turn, Rosalind.
Roz is gonna motion toward, look over at giant shadow Corey and be like, "Okay, that one's yours back there," pointing at this one here. And then she is going to Hexblade's Curse on Granny Autumn.
Plump.
And she's gonna go over and do her thing.
Go over and do your thing, Rosalind.
First attack's at advantage because of Leo.
So 20?
Uh-oh.
Nice.
We're doing paladin shit.
We're doing paladin things. Paladin things are happening, folks.
Uh-oh.
Please take notice.
Third level spell slot.
Go for it.
Oh no, I don't like that tone.
Ooh, never heard a DM so happy to be.
Yeah, what the
That
hell?
sounds like radiant damage immunity.
So it's gonna be,
Absorption.
Does Granny Autumn count as an undead or fiend?
She does not.
Is her?
That's not undead.
No, she is very much living.
I
Is
don't
her
believe
creature
it.
type anyway?
Does
All
she
right.
count as a plant?
So that would be 4d8 plus 1d8 for Radiant Sister for 5d8. Doubles to 10d8 Radiant.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 2d8 for my regular damage. Plus my regular added damage, which is 9 plus 4 necrotic. Plus 15. 87 damage.
Okay.
That is definitely a pretty large chunk as you hit her with his divine smite. It burns a hole through her trunk, and she lets out just this large shrieking, like it's a scream. That was painful for it, but about halfway through you swear that it's starting to sound like a cackle.
I don't like that.
What else would you like to do?
Okay. We'll make our second attack.
I'd like to do it again.
We'll spend an inspiration for this one to also be at advantage. Dirty 20.
She says unsuredly.
Yeah. Far less confidently than her last one.
A 20 hits.
Okay. Spend a first level spell slot for this one. So that's going to be 3d8 plus... no, sorry. 48 total. 4d8 plus the same 15. 38 more damage.
All right. 38 more damage. She's going to use her reaction and do
For damage reflection.
Entangling Roots. Corey, can you please make a dexterity saving throw for me?
You're within 10 feet of Roz.
Yes. So add plus 5.
14 is just what you needed to avoid as you watch roots that look very similar to the willow branches on Granny Autumn shoot up out of the ground and attempt to lash onto your arms and legs, and you're able to pull away. Anything else you'd like to do, Rosalind?
I spent my bonus action movement. I'm good.
All right. At the end of her turn, she is going to spend another Weeping Blossom. And this time,
What's she got?
a spider pops out of one of Corey's wounds next to her.
Hate that.
Maeve, it is your turn.
Okay. Don't like these spiders. I could have Luster attack one, but then I can't really get away. Oh. Alright. Just gonna have to not use Luster this round, I think. I hope I don't regret it. I am going to cast Zephyr Strike.
Aw, why you want to cast Zephyr Strike?
What do you think I want to cast
Imagine
Zephyr
that.
Strike? And I am going to move. Trying to think. Okay, are we all kind of trying to get to the portal at this point?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, seems like it.
Okay,
You can't
so-
escape the spiders, Maeve. They come from your blood. Yeah, Maeve,
Well-
as you move away, you hear, "Wait, we're part of you. Let us back in."
No, thank you.
Mother Maeve!
Okay, I'm trying. Hold. I'm so sorry.
No,
I need to.
you're fine. Take your time.
I
Corey, you'll be up next.
just need to kind of figure out because okay, because I get more movement after I attack, so I'm just kind of trying to figure out the best way to do this. But I think I just need to move one square away from these guys just so I can use my special attack against good old Granny over here.
Mhm.
Okay. Granny, listen, you may not, I just need to know, Granny doesn't count as an ooze or elemental, does she?
She does not.
That is a royal shame, but that's okay.
We
Okay.
narrowed her down.
I think listen. If it's not a fiend or undead and it looks like a fiend or undead, it's an aberration. 'Cause this game
Yeah.
sucks.
That's true. It always is an aberration.
It's
God.
always either an aberration or a monstrosity sometimes.
It's that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
First attack will be with advantage because of Zephyr Strike.
Mm-hmm.
What did I get?
32.
32 hit.
A 32 will hit. Yep.
Oh, I meant to say it was with a magic arrow. Do you need me to?
Nope. Yeah.
You want me to not?
That's fine. What
Okay.
magic would you like to use?
Could we try? Let me make sure I understand what this one does. I think I can do Ray of Feeblement. There's a lot of strength-based attacks.
Yeah,
right?
I think Ray of Enfeeblement basically makes it so that all of its damage will be halved.
Yes. That is what I'm going to do.
Yeah, the
And-
target deals only half damage with weapon attacks that use strength until the spell ends.
Will that count with its?
Yes.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I just wanna make sure.
it'll do half damage with its slam attack specifically.
So yeah, rules is written, no, but in the spirit of the rules, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I have a couple of damage things I need to remember to do. I'm gonna. Oh, but do I want to go crit fishing?
Actually, I think rules is written.
Okay. Let me just do this, and then let me do Zephyr Strike.
You have a D4 from Corey.
And a D4 from Corey. So I'll do that. So for the first attack, it's going to do 14 plus 7 is 21 plus 3 is 24.
Okay, so 24 damage. What
guessing you-
element is luster, by the way?
Lightning.
Okay. All right.
thought you said you changed it to acid during the long rest.
Yeah. Didn't I? Did we
you?
not have a light? Did we not have a long rest since then? Oh, I think you're right. No, we did not. Okay. No, you're right. It is acid.
Okay. Was any of that 24 damage his?
No.
Okay.
No,
we're
it
good.
wasn't.
Yep, we're fine then.
Okay.
Oh.
Let me just put acid up. So second attack.
Yep.
I am going to spend my own inspo for it. I'm guessing I can't do 2 magic arrows, right? We'll just make this a normal arrow, I think.
No, you can if you want.
I can have 2 magic attacks on it at once?
Yeah. It just means you're burning through your arrows faster, but yeah, you can.
No, it's okay. I'll just do the one. If that one goes down, I'll do another.
Yeah,
They all only last a turn, so.
Yeah, so it'll end at the end of your next turn.
Fair enough. 30 good?
Yes, a 30 will hit.
Okay, now this one I'm gonna add. Okay, this one's got a couple things. So this is my normal damage, plus I will put on my favorite foe, which is a 1d6. Plus this will have Luster's acid damage, which is another 1d6. That's that.
All right. I will tell you the acid damage doesn't seem as effective.
Son of a bitch.
Shit. Okay. I can't waste a turn changing him. It's a full action to do that. He's just gonna have to be on spider duty. With that, I'm gonna have Luster, because he can still move. He'll just be taking the dodge action.
Okay.
He can, so I'm just gonna have him move here between the spiders, so that if they move past him to get to me.
You got it.
Oh, I still get to move. I'm sorry. I still get to move. I'm not actually done. So now that I get to move and I got Zephyr's Strike, I've got 60 feet of movement left. Oop, that's not what I meant to do. I am so fucking sorry. Thank
You're
you.
fine.
I'm so sorry. I thought I hit the ruler. Okay, there we go. All right, I want to be right there. So I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And 40. Actually, I can move one more down here. I'm gonna move try to move a little farther away from everything.
Yeah.
Now
go for
that
it.
is the end of my turn.
All right. She's going to use the last 2 Weeping Blossoms that she has as another red cap falls out of a cocoon on this tree. And Corey, it is your turn.
Can you hear me?
We can.
Yeah.
It's Christmas. I'm going to. So my I have the 2 like fiery horns that show up on Corey's crown, and I look over at this spectral version of Gil, and I just go, I bet I could fly higher than you. And then I shoot up 30 feet. I'll take the attack of opportunity.
You take
because I didn't realize that this.
Yep. You didn't realize
spawn
that a
will
spider
fly.
jumped up, that it came out of your wounds? Yes. You got stickly, just so you're aware.
I as you were describing it, I was like, this bastard, but this is Maeve's story, so.
You take three damage as you fly out of range.
Okay, and so is my Gil spawn.
Okay.
Is gonna fly up with me. And how hurt is Grandma Willow looking,
It's
if at all?
really difficult to tell. She does have a giant hole through her trunk, though.
You're damn right she does.
Yeah, I think Raz has got that. We are going to rain fire down onto the spiders around down here.
My headcanon is that Corey called out, "How's she looking, Roz?" And Roz went, "Like a bitch." talking mad shit.
Hell yeah. Okay, so this is gonna be 6 attacks total.
Okay. And I'm sorry. I just want to make sure I heard you. You said they're fire attacks.
Well, sorry. Gil's attacks are fire.
Okay.
Mine are force.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do Gil's first. Yeah. Ooh, that's a natural 20 on one of them.
Ooh. Wah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I have a 22 to hit and then a 13 to hit for the other two.
These are on the spiders.
Yeah.
Okay, and that was
I will do
3 attacks total.
I'll say this one that came out of me got the crit.
Okay. Yep, that one is gone then.
Okay. And then 22 to hit and then 13 to hit.
Yes, both of those will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. First one is 16 fire.
Yep, that will murder it.
Oh, yay. And then the other one, did a 13 hit that one too?
It did.
Oh. That one is also, or no, sorry, that one's a 13 damage. Fire
That
damage.
one is dead as well.
Okay. Corey just kind of looks at Gil like, okay, show off, and then I probably can only get here. I'll say I went 20 feet up in the air to go join the folks, and then well, I could use my action, right, to just like move to get closer, right?
Dash,
And then
yeah.
I just have to touch
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Use your
Okay.
action dash,
It's not like an action to like, let's join the chain.
Nope, it's a bonus action to attempt to close. So if you just going over and putting your hand on someone, yeah, easy enough to do.
Okay, yeah. I'll go over to Zana and just boop her head.
All right, Zealous, it's your turn. You are prone at the bottom of this gorge, with these strange
Ow.
red crystals coming up out of the ground next to you.
I'd get away from those if I were you.
Yeah, well, this is not a spot that Zealous wants to be in, so
That's reasonable, Zealous.
That's very
Zealous
reasonable.
is going to stand up and then cast Misty Step to
Mhm.
teleport 30 feet to over. Right over to here.
Sure.
So you move 10 feet, 30 feet up, 5 feet
Yeah.
further.
That's my bonus action. I'm gonna use more feet of movement to just go right there. Create a nice little solid chain of wonderfulness. Using my action. Actually, wait, hold on. Okay. Using my action, I'm going to use the Wild Mother's Heart to cast Innervate onto Roslyn. So Roslyn will get 1d6 plus... What's my proficiency? 4 right now?
Yes, we're at +4.
You can have 8 levels of spell slots back.
Holy shit.
Is it that many?
Wow.
All right, Roz has her spell slots back as she.
Oh yeah, 1d6 plus your proficiency bonus.
I think, yeah, you see Leaf do that, and this energy floods into her, and like her eyes do the thing where they are just glowing outwards as she's like, oh, yes.
She got that shonen power up.
Yeah, she can now literally grit her teeth and even harder.
And nothing bad has ever happened following someone getting powered up.
Yeah. Listen, Roz is going Super Saiyan.
Go for it.
Okay. And that's all I'm going to do. All I can do.
All right, on Granny Autumn's turn. The first thing that you see, Roz, since you are up that way, is you see 4 of those weeping blossoms grow back on her trunk.
Fucking A.
Bummer.
Oh, she doesn't have any more of her... Oh, let's see if her Whipping Willow recharges. It does.
That's just cleave. Can't fool us.
She has no spiders up, which is too bad. So
You, Corey.
instead, Granny Autumn, you watch as the roots, because like as she walks, her roots kind of like tentacles almost kind of like pull her along. You watch as they kind of point up into the air and then they slither down into the ground, and you watch as the ground underneath you, Roz, begins to kind of rock and bubble up as rocks and dirt is starting to come up. And she is going to use Wall of Thorns.
Ah, fuck. Where?
All right, so we're going to go ahead and draw
Counterspell.
where this... Do you have counterspell?
I do.
Would you like to counterspell?
Is it a
Yeah.
spell?
It is a spell.
I didn't know it was a spell, so I didn't say anything.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a d20 and add your... Is it charisma or is it your spell casting modifier?
Spell casting modifier.
All right.
Is it?
So roll a d20 and add...
What is mine? Is it... What? I'll just roll it and you tell me. That's a 19 on the die. I don't know. Oh, my spell modifier is
24
plus
would be your-
9.
So it's yours. It's the whatever
Oh,
the
plus
stat is, so it's
5,
the
plus
charisma
5,
for you.
plus
Yeah,
5.
Okay. So yeah, that I wasn't sure if you added your proficiency bonus to it as
I-
For
well.
counterspell,
or
no,
not.
but
Okay.
a 19 would counter a
All
9th
right.
level spell, so
Yep.
that's good news.
So in that case, it does indeed work.
Thank you, Zealous. I was totally not gonna realize that that was a spell.
I didn't
Yep.
think it was either. I was making a joke. So
So as Hermia looks back and is able to throw a counter spell on it, Granny Autumn, very, very angry, just lifts everything that she has up and is going to slam down on you, Roslyn.
Rude.
Remember,
She's,
it's half damage or whatever.
It is half damage, which is lucky because she is returning your natural 20 to you.
Rude.
silvery barbs.
Do you have silvery barbs?
He
Yeah.
does, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm fate touched.
I could have sworn he did.
This was exactly how my fight with Arena went.
Still hits with a 19.
Okay.
That's fine.
That's
Oof.
better than a crit.
Oh, you're so
A
fucking lucky. I rolled max damage.
A 19. I assume a 19 plus whatever her modifier is.
Correct.
Yeah, because a 19 misses her.
So you're going to take 27 halves. You take 13 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
I
I did
need
something.
I need you to first make a strength saving throw.
You're better at those than I am.
19.
All right, you are not grappled. Then I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Please don't make any spiders.
19.
All right, so you feel something inside your wounds
No.
scratching to get out.
Mm-mm.
Y-
Nah,
yeah.
That's even worse somehow. Better
Let
out
it
than
out.
in.
Just let it out.
I don't want it in
No.
my skin.
She's gonna do it again.
Bitch.
She is pretty big. She does get 3 attacks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That is another 19.
Okay.
Not max damage though. You take 9 bludgeoning damage. Make another strength save for me.
Is that 9 already halved?
Yes.
I did Rave Enfeeblement, but I'm pretty sure I probably should have done Reduce.
21.
I don't know,
And
having
now
good damage
a
is really
con
good.
save for
Yeah,
me.
that's fair.
12.
I guess reducing doesn't
The
necessarily.
scratching gets more furious, and you feel something bulge on your neck, and your face is kind of pushed upwards as you feel something slither out of it. And when you look, there is one of those blood spiders on the ground next to you.
Are the spiders made out of blood, or are they, like, black?
They're sort of this red ichor. Like, they're solid, but they do have, like, a bloody color to them.
Roz glances down at it, and I don't think it's willingly that she thinks it's like this is not a conscious thought that she has. But the first thing that runs through her mind is, hey, Light, yeah, I've joined the club.
The spider says up to you, Mommy.
Oh, God.
No.
Granny Autumn is going to move down this way,
What the fuck?
pushing that little undead cap out of the way, but not leaving your threatened movement, Rosalind. And then
Fuck?
I need... Oh, yeah. Alia. Oh, Alia are in it! Ha, ha, ha!
Except for Luster.
Everybody go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Can I not?
Oh shit. Fuck. Come back.
Is that enough of those? Yes. Oh. All right, Zana's got to make it. Oh, Zana, did you just fail again?
Why?
I have, in fairness, I've been rolling quite well tonight.
You have, yes.
He's been rolling really well as the enemy.
I mean, that's fair. I'm not. Listen, I can't pretend to bat in the same league as Robbie when it comes to rolling, okay? I'm just happy to keep it competitive.
I mean, you did get a crit, which is, like, you know, worth 5 for another person.
Zana just makes it.
Oh, thank God.
All right, so Hermia makes it. Leo makes it. May
24. It's
Oh,
24, right?
okay. You did it at
Yeah.
all right.
I have to do it this way because I didn't want to do the -2. So, but I used it. I spent inspo for advantage.
Okay, but you have been adding your -2 into the.
Yep. Because
right.
normally it's +9.
Perfect. Okay, so that how many people did I hit? 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of you. All right, so it looks like only Callie failed. So Callie.
That sounds about right.
I mean, it's a dex saving throw. So.
Yep.
that's
So
valid.
you are
That's it, not my
taking
best.
27 bludgeoning damage.
God. Oh, that's not.
You are poisoned until the end of your next turn.
Ooh.
You are also knocked back 15 feet.
Ow.
You're prone.
Ow.
Everyone else takes 13 damage.
No, I don't think I will.
Me and Zana don't take any damage, though, if
Correct,
we use our
thank you.
reaction.
Yep.
Mage Action doesn't even take a reaction, just happens.
Hermia, what is your hit points at right now?
I'm doing it right now. I was at 102 before you hit me.
Oh,
You said
okay,
13?
Okay, so 13 damage.
You said 13?
Yep, 13.
Oops, not 23.
Oh, yeah, it's uncanny dodge.
When
that
Maeve
has
said
the
that she
damage.
was gonna keep going till her bones didn't work, she's really testing that theory right now.
Hermia, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 10,
Why?
to maintain your
Oh yeah, I forgot
Vanish?
about that. Con, I got an 8 plus 3. I make it.
You do make it. Now, here's the fun part. Everyone
No.
except Zana and Leo, you did get hit by Granny Autumn, which activates swarming wounds. So I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw to see if you give birth to a blood spider or not.
Is it birth if it's coming out of a different orifice than it should be?
That includes you, Corey.
What is the DC?
You just tell me what you rolled.
No,
He
what's the
didn't
DC?
No,
He
you just
didn't
tell me
tell
what you
us.
rolled.
No, you gotta tell me.
If I ask you, you have to tell me.
Yeah, they
That's the
tell
rule.
me that you have to tell me.
I don't know if they actually have to.
They don't. No.
So I don't think GMs do.
The very first rule in the DM's guide is you make the rules.
Yep. All right.
Okay, I'll spin it. I'll spin it in.
So Maeve and Zealous each spawn a spiderling.
I'm sorry.
What color is my spider?
Black.
Nice.
Corey and Hermia are fine. What did you roll, Roslyn?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Con?
Yeah.
Cha. 24.
Also, roll another con check for your Hexblade's Curse.
That's not concentration.
No, okay, you're using the one that isn't. I hate that Hex and Hexblade's Curse
I know.
are
I know it's
both Hex.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Hex spell is concentration. Hexblade's Curse, the ability is not.
Yep. Okay. On her turn. Oh well, on her turn,
It already was her turn.
the spiderlings get to go.
Oh.
Maeve, Zealous, and Roslyn. Everybody takes 3 damage.
Ow.
Roz yells, "I bore you. I can take you out."
Make a con save. Concentration. Oh no, you said it's not concentration. So never mind. You're fine.
Yep.
I actually going to make a concentration roll, even though it doesn't really matter. Okay.
And
Technically, you said first strike
then-
is concentration.
And then Granny Autumn is going to use her bonus action, Bursting Swarm,
Fucking
and is going to cause this spiderling to explode.
Why?
hell.
I need Leo, Zealous, and Maeve to each make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
No. My baby.
Oh, I'm sorry. Roslyn, you're not poisoned.
Oh. Oh yeah. Okay. That's good.
Why?
I was looking at the wrong ability. Whipping Willow drops more of these guys.
Oh, that's not better.
I was going to say I take the poison. Okay, I'm pretty sure I just failed a dex saving throw. Fuck.
So Zealous and Maeve, what did you get?
13.
Yep. Leo, what did you get? All right, so Leo, you managed to avoid it.
24.
Zealous and Maeve, you take 9 bludgeoning damage, and you two are poisoned till the end of your next turn.
Okay. What does poison do again?
Disadvantage on
disadvantage.
attacks.
And ability checks.
Now it is the Red Cap's turn.
Okay.
Shadow Quarry is still in the air, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Poor Roz.
Ugh, being prone sucks sometimes.
What were you saying earlier, Ross?
Oh man, it's going so well.
About going Super Saiyan?
Yeah. She did go Super Saiyan, and well, you know,
All right.
can go either
What
way.
the fuck? Do you know what? Red Caps are challenge rating 3,
Yes.
and they have multi-attack 3.
Yeah, they sure do. They don't do a ton of damage on their hits, but they do get to attack a lot.
I mean, they do 2d4 plus 2.
How do they attack so much? They're so small.
They are so small. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's going to be 12 attacks, Roz.
Yeah, that seems fair.
They'll be
Badgers.
at advantage.
Yep, those are all at advantage. Your DC to be 21 is my armor class.
So normally they get plus 6, but you are being flanked.
That's true.
So
also,
that's
yeah.
8, and then 9, 10, 11, 12. So the hit is plus 12. Are you ready?
Yeah, 12 attacks. 21 is your AC to be.
All right. 12 plus 12. So hold on. 21, what do they have to get to hit? I think
A
I'm just gonna-
9.
I have to get
All right.
Get on a 9 or
Oh,
higher.
God, this is not going to look good.
That's 1 hit. 2 hits. Natural 20.
Of course.
4 hits.
That's a miss. What are we up to? Sorry.
I count 4 hits on 5 rolls.
Okay.
Sorry, no, 4 hits on 4 rolls. bonus crit.
Oh, you're counting the crit as 2 attacks. That's
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
better to just think of it that way. Okay. That's another hit.
5 on 6.
You could probably just.
That's another hit.
6 on 7.
Hit.
7 on 8.
Hit.
8 on 9.
Hit.
9 of 10.
Honey, this killed a beholder.
Hit.
11 of 12.
And a hit.
That's 12 hits out of a possible 12 hits. Although one was a miss and there was a crit. To
Yep.
make up
So I'm
for
just gonna go ahead and roll this in here. So 12 hits. So we're looking at 24 D4, and there was 11 of them were actually hits. So plus 22 for the modifier. So Rosalind, you get slammed away from this thing and you
Yeah.
hit the ground. And then as you are finally kind of getting yourself, you look up to just see the faces of these undead redcaps and one spider looking down at you, holding the sickles in their hand.
So if I was you, I'd roll like say 9 of these because depending on how much damage you do, the other 3 might just kill her.
Oh, that's a good point.
How did you do that?
So I would do 9 D4 plus, or sorry, 9 hits. So 18 D4 plus 18 to start.
So you said do 18 D4 plus, and then we'll have how many left over?
18. You'll still have 3 hits left of your 12.
All right.
It's that Justice League gif where the guy gets slammed into the wall
This-
and then
this-
everyone comes punching him.
Not even just that. This is all of those horror films where you don't like see it, but you just see like the blood and everything like flying up out of it. All right, trying to figure out. I'll just leave all the slashing damage on there because it won't really matter. 59,
All right, that puts her
Damage.
down to 4.
and there are how many attacks left? You said
3 left.
3 attacks left. All right, so
She's gonna be at 2 failed saves. Oh wait.
hold on, let me see. So
No.
It won't outright kill you because it has to be.
Okay,
it
so
has to be
one
full
attack.
HP.
finishes you off,
Yep.
and then there's 2 left,
And they both crit
and they both crit.
or double.
Wait,
He dies.
is she she's dead?
Yep. Not that all of you
Yep.
know, you just see these things gather around her.
I think Hermia might know.
You know what? Why don't you roll just roll a charisma check for me?
Okay. Kitty, no. You can't use these.
Can I use the coin to negate the roll, the 20?
I don't think it's going to matter,
Like the-
Leo.
Well, if it gives her 1 death save.
Thank you, Corey.
That is 16 plus 3.
I
Or
will
just charisma, right?
Yeah, I will say, Hermia, you
Oh,
don't
wait, no, 16 plus 5. What am I talking about? Why am I looking at wisdom? My charisma modifier is plus 5, not a plus 3.
something calls to you, Hermia. There's just sort of this feeling as you're like holding on to Zana and still kind of reeling from, the damage that happened here. And you look over your shoulder to look back to try to find Roz, and all that you see is this group of red caps that seem to be turning towards all of you. Blood soaked on their weapons, soaked on their face, and you see no sign of Roz.
I think Hermia in this moment is feeling guilt because she just kind of like charged ahead instead of like facing the enemies, and also because she gave the blessing to Maeve and
To be
not to
fair,
Roz.
it wouldn't have helped.
I know, but she doesn't know that.
I know.
And she just looks towards Zalis and she's like, Roz is down. She's
I sh-
dead.
Oh. I shall fix this.
Zealous, you are being attacked by the red cat behind you.
Don't care.
Ow. 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 Ow.
Give it a
Does
stab.
a 17 hit your AC?
No.
All right. He goes to slash at you with his sickle, and you're able to kind of like parry it away with like a kick from your boot.
Please, not right now.
Leo, we are back around to you.
This one
Just
is
one
busy.
attack from the red cap?
Oh shit! Right, he has 3. My bad.
Why did you remind him?
That's a miss.
Listen, the fellow DMs at the table are honest. We never get to do anything cool to our players, and we understand the moment.
Those were all misses. He rolled a 10, an 8, and a 1.
Indubitably.
Well, I guess I had to make up for 12 of 13 against
Yeah,
me.
I guess so.
To be fair, Robbie only had to hit 12 out of 24.
All right, Leo, it's your turn.
I'm going to pull out my daggers and I'm going to stab this bitch in front of us. Does a 15 plus 9 hit?
It does.
Do I get sneak attack damage?
You do. You have Maeve next to it.
Are you fist fucking me?
What?
That's,
is happening?
That's
All
not. That's
threes
not
or
great.
less.
Yeah, they're all 3s or
That's-
less.
That's hot garbage.
3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1.
So how much damage is that total? Is it full 12?
That's 12 for the sneak attack damage. That's the dagger damage and plus 5 to that. So I did a total of 20.
Which dagger did you use?
The flame dagger.
How much- so
one
how
those
much of that?
D4s is
One of those D4s
It's-
is fire.
fire. So
Okay.
you pick.
So,
Does it do less damage?
I'm gonna have the 1 be the fire damage because she is resistant to fire damage.
He is?
But here's the fun thing about Granny Autumn.
What?
Is as your flame tongue dagger hits her, that spark seems to ignite this strange, oily, sap-like substance on her.
Oh my god, you did not learn anything from the Aoife tree.
Oh god, I just fucking killed Maeve.
Yeah, it's okay.
So Granny Autumn, quickly this fire spreads amongst her branches. And the good news is she will take fire damage every turn now. But so will you. Anything else, Leo?
Healing word's a
bonus.
bonus action, right?
Correct.
I'm gonna give Maeve healing word.
You got it.
Is 1d4. Let's see if my d4s fuck me again. There you go, Maeve. You get full healing. 1d4 plus 2, so you get 6 healing.
Thank you.
And fuck. That's the end of my turn.
At the end of your turn, she is going to spend 2 Weeping Blossoms and is going to make a slam attack against you, Leo.
Half damage.
It is still half damage, yeah. That is a 25 to hit.
That does hit, but I'm gonna use my reaction to have it with Uncanny Dodge.
Okay. So you will only take 5 bludgeoning damage and 3 fire damage. That's actually it would be 1 fire damage because you're also resistant to fire. But then I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Natural 20.
Okay. And a Constitution saving throw.
That one's a 16 plus 2, so 18.
You feel the scratching inside of your skin, but it doesn't come out yet. Hermia, it's your turn.
2 questions first.
Yep.
This big old ball of nastiness, is it occupying this square too?
This square right here? Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so if I move here, will I still be in its threatened space?
If you move here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll move there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna drop the concentration on the banishment because it's not really gonna do much.
What's one more red cap? Am I right?
Yeah, am I right? And
The red
then
cat just reappears like, huh,
Fuck.
that was
the
weird.
fuck happened? And then for my action, I will cast Investiture of Flame since it's already on fire.
Okay.
To give myself immunity to fire.
Okay.
And then it also will damage everything within 5 feet of me with 1d10 every time it starts or ends a turn.
Okay, so currently, Investor of Flame will only hurt this red cap and Granny Autumn. The other ones will have
That's
to walk.
fine.
Okay.
Because, like, it's going to, like, it's like a constant flame
Gotcha.
that
Yeah.
surrounds me.
Is
So
that-
if they,
Is that
If
also
they walk-
concentration?
yeah, which is
Okay.
why I dropped the
Yep.
the
All right, so
banishment.
go ahead and roll your fire damage. Do they make any sort of roll, or is it just an automatic deals damage?
Auto. It's only a 4, but it's a constant effect.
Oh. You can take the Hexblade's curse off of Granny Autumn.
Ah, yes.
And then for my bonus action, I will use Raven's Anger directed at Granny.
Raven's Anger hits all around you.
It's adjacent, so I assume like
So
it would
it'll
like
well actually hold on, because you have awakened. Did we put awakened Foamarth? Foamarth? Alright, so awakened, so the damage of Raven's Anger is 3d8.
I have exalted, so I don't know if that ups the damage or
It
not.
does. It is 4d10. You have 2 charges, and the pushback is 30 feet if they fail the DC.
I'll do both charges, fuck it.
Oh, yeah, sorry. You have to use both charges to increase the pushback to 50 feet. Okay. Oh, boy.
Oh, well, does it increase the damage too, or just the pushback? If you use both charges.
Just the pushback, yes.
Okay, then I'll just do one.
Okay, and that's a
If
DC.
it's not gonna up the damage.
Have you at any point, do you think that when Foamir was cleansed, it awakened and it got the ability to change its damage type between radiant and necrotic? Do you think it's still set to necrotic, or do you think it would have changed to radiant when it changed,
I
or would
feel
you
like
have changed it?
I feel like once I could have sworn you had like written this somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Is it's not here, but I could have sworn you said that it's radiant up until like it takes like souls and then it changes to necrotic. So I don't know how many souls it takes for it to like turn necrotic.
You actually get to choose. So,
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was just.
So we'll say
that,
that
like-
we'll say that it turned radiant, and unless you have decided to change it back to
No,
necrotic,
I
it's still
didn't
radiant.
actually like.
Okay.
Yeah,
What is your spell save DC?
it is. It is 17.
All right, so we're gonna start with that little red cap that's next to you. He fails, so he is going to be pushed back over top of Rosalind's body and past this thing. And then Granny Autumn. Did I say it's a con save?
I think it's charisma. I think it's
Charisma, it is. So
Yeah.
she gets a +8. You said it's 16?
17.
17. She fails. So go ahead and roll 4d10.
Okay.
Also, roll your 1d10 damage for your fire thing too.
I already did.
Oh.
It was and you applied that damage, right?
Yes, I did.
That I gave you for the fire. Okay. Yeah. So 9 and 5, 10 and 3.
So 27
Radiant.
radiant damage as you all see this brilliant burst of light from Hermia as these white raven wings erupt from her back and sends one Redcap and Granny Autumn flying away from her. Anything else that you'd like to do?
I hope Granny looks like she's hurt. Because that's all I got right now. Oh, actually, when I send them through, would they take that fire damage again? Since I'm pushing them back?
Do they take damage for leaving?
Yeah.
Read me the exact wordage on it.
Okay, hold on. Let me I clicked off a bit. Any creature that moves within 5 feet of you for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there.
So no.
So, no. Okay. Worth the
Alright.
shot.
End of your turn.
Yep, I can't do anything.
All right. Zana's turn. She will move right here. Corey,
Connection.
Zalis, do you want to touch her to give your bonuses? Yes. Leo and Maeve,
What?
are you
Yep,
also grabbing?
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Even
we're
if-
trying to attempt.
It's probably gonna kill me, but it's fine.
I'd like to reach out and touch someone.
Let me make a check for Zana.
Kind of a check.
Okay, nope, she doesn't understand how it's working yet.
A love check.
All right, so 3, 4, 5, 6,
Fine, check.
7. Oh, fuck. Nope, that's not great. All right, same thing happens before. This weird flash of blue light lashes out, and everybody takes 3 damage from it.
Ow.
And she's like, fuck! And she still has, with her action, I think she has 2 shots, so she is going to take aim and just blast away the 2 spiders really quick.
Fair.
Rosalind.
baby.
Rosalind. Yeah. You can tell. It's hard to explain how or why, but as you look up at these undead faces, all of these sharp sickles as they begin to descend upon you one after the other, your eyesight going blurry, the pain, the stinging spreading through your body, the difficulty to breathe. What do you feel in this moment? What do you say? You can feel Light's presence. She's there with you.
I think there's a moment of like surprise. You know, her kind of unique outlook on life and death, given what she is. Since death isn't something that she ever really feared in her mind, she had different ways of like thinking about what it might be like, and it's so sudden. I think it's what kind of she's thinking about. But as she realized, yeah, what do you feel in this moment? Knives, stabbing mostly. But as she's there, and it starts to like occur to her that no, there's no getting up this time. It doesn't matter how hard you try, you're not sitting up from this one. She just kind of leans back into it, I think, and she kind of thinks towards light. Send my love. I'll see you again someday.
And everything goes black.
You're up, Saris, is I think the last thing she thinks.
Maybe. Maeve,
It's the last thing she thinks.
it's your turn.
We're gonna attack Granny.
Rosalind, keep track of how many rounds you are dead. They have 1 minute to try a revivify.
It's 10 rounds.
Yep, 10 rounds. 1 round is down.
Maeve, can you
Yes.
call your shot with the magic arrow?
Yes, I can. Which means I get advantage, so 1 sec.
It does.
I'll just, sorry, let me just shoot it one more time then.
Both of those hit.
Cool. Called shot, which means, unfortunately, it's not going to do much damage because I think I'm on acid right now, but
It's only
Every little
resistance
bit
that
helps.
she has to that, so it will still
Okay.
do something.
sorry, I was trying to find the thing just so I do it right. Prime shot is with advantage, so 2d6 acid. Okay, so I get 2d6 extra on this attack. You guys want me to use Ray of Feeblement again or a different spell?
Whatever you think.
Yeah, at this point, I think Ray and
I could also,
Feeblement's probably
I
your
could
best
also try
bet.
to, I could also reduce her size.
I think Ray and Feeblement would
Ray of
reduce more.
Enfeeblement's better.
Yeah,
Slow.
slow might be good. 'Cause it-
Yeah,
matter
because she
how
has like a
much-
million moves.
I'll
a
use
million
slow then.
attacks.
Let's
Okay.
try that one then.
Slow it is.
And then my damage, sorry, give me a second to put together. 1. And I have you. This is favored foe. And then this is the 2d6 from the acid from the prime shot. Okay, that's cool. So that's my, did I roll a 1? Okay, never mind. Okay, so that's the first attack. That's the primed shot, and
Yep.
then I'm gonna do my second attack.
That'll hit.
31.
And
And
without
then
even
that's-
needing to roll, Maeve, how do you want to do this?
Jeez. So she's extremely tired herself. And so I think as she sees it being shoved away, Granny, she's been kind of bracing herself against Leo, and so she kind of gets up, pulls the arrow back, and just says, "Get out of my grove," and she'll take the final attack.
As you say that, you have the bow knocked and drawn all the way back, and though it's difficult for you to see it in where you're standing, Zalis, Leo, Corey, and Hermie, if you look over your shoulder, if you're focused on Raz, there is a aura from the quiver. You see that the mural of sort of living stars that are twinkling and sparkling starts to come out of that mural and begins to imbue within that arrow. And as you finally let it go, a beam of light pierces through this monstrous tree, and cracks like veins begin to streak up and down it, and then like glass shattering silently, pieces of this monstrosity fall to the ground, one after another, and each of the red caps go stiff and fall corpses to the ground. But it's not over
Can
yet.
I run over to
It's not over
Roz
yet?
and do spare the dying?
You do still have a portal to close.
Okay.
So we're going to stay in initiative order for this.
I didn't do my bonus action
Yep.
yet.
So if you would
So I
like
can-
to move
yeah.
closer to try and stop this,
Yeah.
go ahead and roll a d20 and add to it 7.
7?
Yep.
Okay. 20 plus 7. Fucking A. I inspo that.
Go for it.
Mad. Oh, okay. 25.
Everyone who's part of the chain take 3 damage.
Ow.
As
Ow.
this interference of the architects seems to push back against you. This portal is fighting against being closed. Maeve,
Yeah.
just roll a d20 for me.
$13.
Something. It's going to take something more than what you've been doing recently to try and close this. On your next turn, either before or after you attempt again, you can try to figure out what that might be.
Okay.
Corey, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I think in all the commotion, Corey was like looking back to see what Hermia was running towards, and kind of like snaps forward and just like tears stinging in the eyes of that glimpse that they got of Roz lying cold. And I'm like, I have a hand on Zana's shoulder, and I look over to the others, and should I try again? I don't.
Need something else. Still trying to figure that out.
Would I be able to make an Arcana check? Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. Dirty 20.
As you place a hand in this portal to begin to try to close it, and you're looking at it, you can't even explain in words how you know or why you know, but something within you is telling you that in order to close this, you need more than just the power that the Oracle has given you. You need to use something inside of you. You need to put yourself into this. You need to let go of your inhibitions. And doing so could harm you. This is life or death. And in order for this portal to close, you need to open your life and your soul to the powers that have been given to you in order to make something happen here. So, Corey, you can make a roll, and then you can determine how much bonus you would like to put on your roll.
careful. My
Are you talking like hit points?
Yeah, I was
Levels?
gonna
What are you-
say.
You-
I don't know what it is, but
You can choose a number to put. You get 3 for the level of your tattoo. If anyone joins you, it's an additional +1. And then you can choose how much more you want to put on there.
oh god, I I don't know what this means.
Oh God. So this means I would have 7 total, right?
If
Yeah,
if everyone
So
joins
plus
you,
7.
yes.
Can I can I inspo this roll or no? I cannot inspo this roll.
Sure.
Yeah, he let me, so.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be levels or something and not just like HP. I think that Corey feels that and kind of like wades past Zana and places 2 hands on the portal.
Are
and just
you
says,
still close enough for everyone else to touch you as well?
Yes.
Okay.
And I just think to myself, I'm a Lorest. Oh, we don't back down. And yeah, I'll say I will add a +5, so for a total of +12.
Go ahead and roll your d20s.
Oh.
Would you
I
roll?
can't think. What's 18 plus 12? I can't think.
30?
30.
Okay.
Those of you who are holding on and helping Corey to channel, you feel that she has done something to put more into this. And this static sort of flashes and spreads across the portal. This is the first time something different has happened, and it kind of flashes a bit. But you also see that blue energy whipping across it. And in this moment, you feel something coming that is directed at Corey. In this moment, I'm going to ask, do you want to share in whatever burden is about to befall Corey?
Yeah,
It's your individual choice. You don't have to.
I'll share.
Can I take the whole burden from Corey?
Not at this point. Once you understand it a little bit more, maybe. So everyone is in on it?
I will share, yeah.
Leaf's not
Yep.
going to.
You sure,
What?
Leaf?
Leaf has other things
That's my
that has
best
to
friend.
attend.
Oh.
That's fine. No, that's fine.
Zealous! How about Zealous?
Oh, Zealous has to attend to other matters.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the joke. Sorry.
Sorry, no, I was.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. Alright.
Sorry, best friend.
Corey, Zana, Maeve, and Leo all take 5 cosmic damage.
Okay.
But you do have 1 success on the portal.
God.
Just
Oh.
one.
1 success.
Oh my god.
How many do we need?
You don't know.
Okay.
Corey, that was your bonus action. Would you like to use your action to try again?
What?
Feeling that like that surge, do I have a sense that it's just going to like the damage is just gonna be more and more and more? Like the more we try to rack up successes?
I think what you would get after that, and you just barely got it, by the way. I think you can feel that you just got just over the hill. That the damage that you take is in some way equal to what you're willing to put into it.
Oh boy. Okay. Well,
Okay. Now when you say like I just got over the hill, are you saying like because it was a 30, like that just hit?
You get the sense of 30 meets.
I'll tell you, the DC is 29.
Uh,
Or at least it was that time.
What do you mean that time?
It's getting easier, so next time it'll be like 27.
Maybe.
Oh, really? Is that how it worked?
In the past, it's gotten easier every time that you've got a success on it.
Oh, has it?
It has.
Yes. That's weird.
I think Corey starts to get frustrated and just like, no, we can do this. And I just, again, I'm scared. I'll do, how much is Maeve at?
I'm at
That's the
9.
question.
Yeah.
I'll
I'm
do
at
9. I'm just kidding. I'll do 8.
Okay.
So that's
8.
for, I can't count. 15? Yeah. Plus 15?
8 plus 7 is 15, yeah.
Okay. Spending all the inspo. Okay. I rolled a 15, so that's 30 again.
All right. And 4 of you are taking it. As you push your hands back into the portal and you try to close it, you focus. Your body is burning up, and you see that same static sweep over, but this time it seems more intense. And there is this massive flash that you see travels all the way up hundreds of feet to the edge of the portal. And once again, you are all swept with this arcane feedback. Everyone takes 6 cosmic damage. Sorry,
Ow.
the 4 of you who are willing to take it.
I guess I should take it.
You don't have to, Maeve. If you don't, though, let me know.
Okay. I'm at 3, though, so I'm not sure how much
All right.
longer I can do this,
Zealous, it's
but
your turn. You are all at
Zealous.
2 successes.
You can go ahead and... I don't know if getting Roz up would be better first, but...
Leaf says, "Sorry, Maeve, but I have other matters to attend to. I will be right back."
She's just on her knees at this point.
And
I'm good. Go for it.
Leaf runs through Hermia, which I believe takes me damage.
I think like once the red caps like have gone
Yes.
like away, she would have dropped her
Yep, that's fine.
cloak of flames.
Okay, that's fair.
So, Zealous, as you come up to Roz and you take out your diamond, explain to us how you cast Revivify and what you say to try and coax Roslyn back to this mortal plane.
Real quick, before we do that, for the Revivify roll,
Yes.
can I use an inspiration for advantage?
Sure.
And can I use inspiration to add +1s at the same time?
You have to choose one or the other.
One or the other. All right. So, Zealous is going to run over, dodging Hermia's now dwindling flames, and takes out its diamond and says, "Roslyn, this is not where you fall. You do not get to leave before this one does." And it's going to take the diamond and just gently place it on her chest and just start pumping as much of the Wild Mother's energy into the diamond, into Roz.
All right.
I'm going
Roll
to
a. So before we get to that, you do get a check to see how this affects the DC. For that, I will let you choose religion, persuasion, or nature.
Zero nature. I guess we'll do nature.
Okay.
That's good, because if you use religion to try to get Roz up, it is at disadvantage.
I know.
Okay, and then I'm going to spend all 20 of my inspirations for a plus 20.
All right. So as long as I don't roll a natural 1,
I swear to God. I will
just
raise
so
my
you-
hand.
to not be rolling the dice.
Just so you know, I am poisoned, so you should probably roll with disadvantage.
this isn't an ability check from you. Rosalind, did you say you want to roll the dice?
Nope. No, I don't. I don't want to be anywhere near it.
Is it a 1?
Rosalind.
I don't know. I can't tell. I don't like this. I'm gonna throw up.
You
Hermia, go run in there and check.
you say you're up next, Saris, and there is just a deafening silence. There is darkness. And you just float there. Not you. You don't see yourself. You're surprised that you even still have a conscious thought right now. And the golden visage of a woman you've never seen, but that you know. You're not sure why, you're not sure from where. But her hair begins to tumble down. And as it lands at your feet and you go to look back up at her, she's gone. And there are now two paths that stand before you. Behind you, there's darkness, a void. Where it leads, you couldn't possibly wonder. And before you, a golden road that leads back to Exandria. The choice is yours.
How am I to walk my own path if I am given only two?
You faintly hear Zelus's words echoing from far, far down the path to Exandria.
There are things more important than my path. And she starts down the road to Exandria.
All right. And that's where we will pick up next week.